Whoosha. Hello, I'm Jennifer Lynn with Wisdom Flow Yoga, and this is 7 Steps to Handstand, and we're on step 5, the feet. What's going on with the feet? Like the hands, the feet become subtle rudders for keeping you in the pose, keeping you from going over and keeping you from going back to the earth. So they help you find that middle ground. Now, if I point the toes, the front of my leg gets stretched and energized. If I flex my foot, the back of my leg gets stretched and energized. Well, we want both the front and the back of the leg to be super awake when we're in handstand, so the legs, even though they're in the air, become steadying and earthy. So we develop what's called a point flex, and then we adjust that subtly. So if you dorsal flex your foot, reaching out through the heel, and without losing the reach through the back of the heel, you add a push of the ball of the foot, almost like you're pushing on a stiff clutch. That's the point flex. So your homework is to find that point flex whenever your leg is in the air. Let's say you're doing a one-legged cat pose. Is the foot noodly? Learn to point flex it. Reach out through the heel and then do that pushing on a stiff clutch with the ball of the foot. If you're in extended downward dog and a leg is in the air, is it noodly? Wake it up. Reach out through the heel and then push on that stiff clutch with the ball of the foot. Point flex, and you'll feel your legs wake up and get much stronger. And when we're doing things like push wall, which is a great handstand prep, and we lift a leg. Remember, we're not externally rotating. For hip integration, we lift with the foot pointing down, toes pointing down to 6 o'clock, but then reach through the heel and then push on the stiff clutch. Same thing when you're doing your belly work and your legs are in the air. You want to learn to keep the feet alive, which energizes the legs. So reach out through the heels, push on the stiff clutch, and then you're working the steady core integration. And the feet are alive, which means the legs are alive, and they'll be able to support you when you're in handstand. Let's take a look at what's going on with my feet when I'm in handstand, and you'll see how waking them up is really going to help you with your 7 steps to handstand.
You want to talk about it?
Okay. So here I am in handstand, and I've got the strong flex in my heels. I'm going to add the push through the balls of my feet. And you maybe saw how that pulled my foot right off the wall. And so these little adjustments and awarenesses that I'm giving you, they're the things that are going to take you naturally into handstand. You're not going to pull your foot off the wall. You just, again, reaching through the heels is streaming the energy up the back leg. Now I push into the stiff clutch, and the front leg activates, and that balance is what pulls the foot off the wall. And the feet do become like little rudders, right? When I point the toes, boom, they bring me to the wall. When I flex the feet, it pulls me off the wall. So I'm finding that balance to hold myself in the pose. So practice awakening the feet in this new way. Reaching out through the heel, keep the reach. Press through the ball of the foot so you have the point flex, and the front of the leg and the back of the leg are equally charged. And the foot learns to make these subtle adjustments to keep you in balance off the wall in your handstand. Thanks for tuning in.